I'm not sure how many of you can see this, or if you can even see it at all, but I kept thinking that my pinion seal was leaking, and it's coming from this area. You could see it kind of works its way around and then down to the nose cone, and then it drips underneath. So I'm going to make an attempt here to take this apart and figure out if this gasket is leaking or what the deal is, and see if we can fix it. So I don't know if you guys can tell from the light there, but I just pulled the gasket off. And you can see for some reason it's leaking out the bottom of this paper gasket. Now, whether it's because the bolts on this weren't tight or whatever the case may be, there's a very simple solution for this. We just basically use some 1-minute RTV on it, and the dang thing will never leak again, nor will it ever think about leaking again. So I think that's what I'm going to use for a solution. Okay guys, I ended up doing both sides, and I'm just looking over the rear differential here. One of my biggest fears is this not being adjusted right or something like that, but it looks like I've adjusted it correctly, because you can look at the wear pattern. It's pretty much perfect on the ring gear there, and it's surprising how big the ring and pinion is in these. But if you think about it, all of the torque that's being produced is being produced by this ring gear in the differential. This is actually bigger ring gear than in the LMTV, which is very surprising, but it makes a lot of sense if you think about it. And then you've got all these other reduction gears in here, because when you squeeze or pull on the brake here, it locks up one side and then it transfers all that spinning speed over here to the other side. So it's pretty awesome just looking at this stuff and the way they built these and how they're machined and whatnot. But everything in here is looking good. I don't see any of the problems or fears or nightmares that I have associated with this. It's kind of unwarranted. Now the fluid might be a little dirty, because remember when I got this thing, it had like, I don't know, 20-year-old gear oil sitting in it, and I should probably do one more flush and fill. But you can even look at the magnet down there, and there's hardly anything on it, just a little bit of fuzz. But this is a very, very lightly used differential. It only had 400 hours on it, and right now I've only got 12 hours on the entire Snowcat, looking at the hour meter. The other reason it might be dark is because see these brake linings? So they probably soak up all the old fluid, and this new fluid is just kind of rinsing those out. So I'm going to get this put back together, and then this whole leak situation should at least be solved, if not reduced by a bit. Yep. Alright guys, I got everything put back together, got the brakes adjusted out again, and we'll see how that goes for this test run. And if something still leaks from then on out, the only other thing I can think of would be the pinion seal area has like a small gouge in it where the seal seats, or whatever the case may be. But hopefully, I mean, it looked pretty obvious with the big pool of oil down here that that's where it was coming from, and it would just leak its way around to here and down there. So hopefully that fixes it. I love how easy this thing is to work on. That was much less obtrusive than I thought it would be, and it's so nice to have something that's serviceable rather than being scrunched inside a tiny little Snowcat trying to get to this stuff, which is how the old style of Snowcats were. So here's a rare unseen on footage area back here. I added a couple of hooks in here to hang up some gear, and Willow's got her yoga mat back here, and then we've got this container we just had sitting around. I painted flat black, and we just put like water and emergency stuff in it. And check out the solar. I don't know if you could see that. It's pulling in 13.7 volts today. It was really cold out this morning, and now it's got really hot. But I think that's probably going to be it for this episode, guys. If you like this episode, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And hey, stay tuned. There might be an adventure coming up here soon on the channel. Another one. What in the world is going on? But other than that, guys, take care, and I'll catch you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.